Hi, my name is Francisco Lozada again, and this time I'm going to talk to you about the GED, the most complete and reliable study program for the GED test. But what the letters GED stand for? Okay, let me tell you. The G stands for general, the E stands for educational, and the D stands for development. The GED test, national examination developed by the GED Testing Service of the American Council on Education. The credential received for passing the test is widely recognized by colleges, training schools, and employers as equivalent to a high school diploma. While the GED test measures skills and knowledge normally acquired in a period of 4 years of high school, much that you have learned informally or through other types of training can help you to pass this test. The GED is available in a language of English, Spanish, French, and on audio CDs, in Braille, and in large print. Now, who may take the test? In the United States, Canada, Alaska, Puerto Rico, and many other territories, people who have not graduated from high school and who met specific eligibility requirements, age, residence, etc., may take the test. Since eligibility requirements vary, it will be useful to contact your local GED training center or the director for adult education in your state, province, or territory for specific information. People, let me tell you this. If you want to study to pass the GED test, you are in good company. Why? Because in 2011, the most recent year, over almost 2 million took the test. Of this number, nearly 1 million made it and received their certificates. But here is another question. Why do so many people decide to take the test? Here is the answer. Because some want to get a job, others want to get a better one that they already have. Some people take the test because they want to go on to college or vocational school. Still others pursue their GED diploma to feel good about themselves or also to set a good example for their children. American and Canadian alike from all walks of life have passed the GED test and obtained the diplomas. Some of the well-known graduates include country music singers Waylon Jennings and John Michael Montgomery, comedian Bill Cosby, Olympic gold medalist Mary Lou Retton, the NBA referee Tommy Nunez, and others. This book has been designed to help you to succeed on the test. It will provide you with the instruction to the skills you need to pass, background information on key concepts in subject areas of writing skills, social studies, science, literature and the arts, and mathematics, and plenty of practice with the kind of test items you will find in the real test. Contents. The book is divided into test, post-test. As a bonus, has also practice test. The pre-test of the following writing skills contain conventions for English, the essays, writing skills, answer case, and a writing skills evaluation chart. The pre-test of the social studies area contains social studies answer case and a social studies evaluation chart. The evaluation pre-test of the science area contains science answer case and a science evaluation chart. The pre-test of literature and the arts contains a K and a literature and a chart evaluation chart. The pre-test of mathematics contains mathematics answer K and a mathematics evaluation chart. Now, the tests of writing skills are divided in 4 chapters, which are Chapter 1, Basic English Usage, and it contains what's the standard English, writing complete sentences, parts of a speech, what's a noun, what's a verb, subject-verb agreement, what's a pronoun. Chapter 2, Sentence Structure, and it contains 3 characteristics of a sentence combining, using longer conjunctions, joining dependent and independent clauses, sentence combining on the GED test, sequences of tenses, dangling and misplaced modifiers, and parallel structure. Chapter 3, Mechanics, and it contains capitalization, punctuation, other punctuation marks, and spelling. Chapter 4, Preparing for the GED sample, types of writing, writing an essay, writing the GED test essay, making the most of your time, understanding the topic, ideas for your essay, using examples, drafting your essay, revising and editing your test essay, Sample topics for practice. As part of the writing skills, we have reading skills for the GD test, and it contains two chapters, which are Chapter 1, Critical Thinking Skills, and it contains comprehensions, understand what you read, application, applying what you read, analysis, analyzing what you read, evaluation, evaluating what you read, recognizing organizational patterns. Chapter 2, interpreting graphs and illustrations, and it contains interpreting graphs, maps, tables, editorial cartoons, reading skills for the GD answer key. Test 2, social studies, and it is divided in 5 chapters, which are Chapter 1, what are the behavioral science? And it contains anthropology, who are humans, sociology, to what groups do people belong, psychology, how do people think and behave, Chapter 2, USA history, what is our past, a new nation in a new world, domestic and foreign policy, times or internal strife, the rise of industrial America, the United States as a world power, the 30s and 40s, the atomic age, the 60s, ending the 20th century. Chapter 3, political science, how are people governed, and it contains types of political system, the USA federal government, system of checks and balances, state and local governments, the USA political system, the electoral process. Chapter 4, economics, how are people needs met, and it contains factors of production, economics and government, supply and demand, economic growth, measurement of economic growth, money and monetary policy, government and fiscal policy. Chapter geography, where do people live, latitude and longitude, time zones, Earth topology, population distribution. Test 2, social studies, answer K. Test 3, science, and it is divided in 4 chapters, which are Chapter 1, biology, the study of living things, and it contains the cell, the basis of life, growth, energy, and living things, diversity of life. Chapter 2, air, science, the study of air, and it contains astronomy, the study of heavenly bodies, geology, the study of earth formation, oceanography, the study of the earth's oceans, meteorology, the study of the earth's atmosphere. Chapter 3, chemistry, the study of matter, and it contains the atom, the basis of matter, chemical bonding. Chapter 4, physics, the study of how matter behaves, and it contains mechanics, the nature of heat and energy, the nature of waves, the nature of electricity. Test 3, science, answer K. Test 4, literature and the arts, divided in 4 chapters, which are Chapter 1, interpreting prose, fictional, and it contains novel and short story, basic elements of fiction, tone and style, how to read fiction on your own, about prose fiction and use commentary. Chapter 2, interpreting poetry, and it contains poems as riddles, the shape of poetry, the sound of poetry, interpreting meaning, inferring mood, the language of poetry, about poetry commentary. Chapter 3, interpreting drama, and it contains what's drama, now drama differs from other forms of literature, interpreting sense, from idea to production, about drama to commentary. Chapter 4, interpreting non-fictional, and it contains type of non-fictions, commentary. Test 4, literature and the arts, answer K. Test 5, mathematics, which is the longest, containing 10 chapters, and they are Chapter 1, whole numbers and problem solving, and it contains review math operation, problem solving skills. Chapter 2, decimals, and it contains using decimals, adding and subtracting decimals, multiplying and dividing decimals, estimating for problem solving. Chapter 3, fractions, and it contains form of fractions, comparing numbers, operation with fractions, simplifying fraction problems. Chapter 4, ratio and proportion, and it contains ratio, proportion. Chapter 5, percent, and it contains what are percents, solving percent problems, percent word problems. Chapter 6, measurement, and it contains standard measurement, basic operations with measurements, the metric systems, special topics measurements, reading and interpreting scales in meters. Chapter 7, graphs, statistics, and probability, and it contains mean and median, graphs, probability. Chapter 8, numeration, and it contains power and roots, order of operations, formulas, scientific notation. Chapter 9, geometry, and it contains angles, triangles, plane figures, measurement of figures. Chapter 10, algebra, and it contains the language of algebra, solving one-step equations, solving algebra word problems, sign numbers, inequalities, factoring, graphing. Test 5, mathematics answer K. Following the test are the post-test and the practice test. What should you know to pass the test? Here we present a chart that outlines the main content areas, the breakdown of questions, and the time allowed per test. For example, we have the test of writing skills. Part 1, conventional English, you got 75 minutes. You got 55 questions, and it's a sentence structure. You get an average of 35%. And also the usage is 35%. Part 2, the says, you got 45 minutes is one topic. In mechanics, you got 30%. The test number 2, social studies, you got 85 minutes. You got 64 questions. And in history, you get 25%, economics 20%, political science 20%, geography 15%, behavioral science 20%, and the test number 3, science. You got 95 minutes, you got 66 questions, and in life science you get 50%, and physical science you get 50%. The test number 4, literature and the arts, you got 65 minutes and you got 45 questions. On popular literature, you get 50%, in classical literature, 25%, and in commentary, 25%. The test number 5, mathematics, you get 90 minutes and you got 56 questions. In arithmetic, you get 50%, in algebra, you get 30%, and in geometry, you got 20%. All of 5 tests, you are expected to demonstrate the ability to think about many issues. You also are tested on knowledge and skills you have acquired from life experience, television, radio, books and newspaper, consumer products, and advertisements. In addition to above information, keep these facts in mind. 3 of the 5 tests, literature and the arts, science, and social studies, require you to answer questions based on reading passages or interpreting cartoons, diagrams, maps, charts, and graphs. In these contained areas, developing strong reading and thinking skills is the key to succeeding on this test. The writing skills test requires you to be able to detect and correct errors in sentence, structure, grammar, punctuation, and spelling. You also will have to write a composition of approximately 200 words on a topic familiar to most adults. The mathematics test consists mainly on word problems to be solved. Therefore, you must be able to combine your ability to perform computations with problem-solving skills. For last, here are some test-taking tips that I recommend you for success. Number 1, prepare physically, get plenty of rest, and eat a well-balanced meal before the test, so you will be energized and could think clearly. Number 2, arrive early. Number 3, get to the center at least 15 minutes before you can be relaxed. Number 4, think positively. Number 5, tell yourself that you will do well. Number 6, relax during the test, stretch and breathe deeply. Number 7, read the test instructions carefully. Number 8, don't get confused. Number 9, be aware of the time limit for each test. Number 10, adopt a strategy system to answer every question. If possible, read the question 2 or 3 times so you can be sure about the answers. Number 11, don't spend a lot of time on difficult questions. Number 12, don't leave any question unanswered. Number 13, clearly fill out the circle for each answer choice. Number 14, try to practice the test taking. Well, that's all I can tell you about the high school test equivalency. Prepare the best you can and good luck to everyone. Okay, I choose this topic because I think that as an English teacher, we should know all the contents that in a school are taking are heard in a meeting that in the future, if possible, to translate everything the students are taking. Unexpected situations are when somebody complains about time to study for the GD or that it is too difficult. And of course, we have to encourage them that they can do it in their pace. They want to do it slow, they can slow. They want to go fast, they can do it fast. Thank you very much. So that was my topic. Okay, thank you. Bye.